Hey everyone, it's Ria. Welcome back to Ria's Bake Shop. Thank you for all of the people who subscribed, commented, and liked my last video where I made my spice cupcakes. But today we're gonna be making some brownies. I love brownies. They are one of my favorite desserts. So let's get started. Okay, so you're gonna take your sugar, butter, cocoa powder, and salt, and then you're gonna take a mixing bowl with a whisk. So you're gonna pour in your sugar, cocoa powder, and salt. And your butter. Then you're just gonna whisk it together. So I mixed everything together. It's okay if the butter isn't all melted down and mixed. Okay, so first you're gonna preheat your oven to 325 degrees. Okay, so here I have an induction stove. This is basically a portable stove. You can use a regular stove, whatever you have, but I'm using this. It's fit for a 10-year-old like me because I burn myself a lot, and you can touch this one. So here I just have a pot with some water that I'm just gonna let barely simmer, but we'll get to that later. So we're just gonna set this aside. And okay, yeah, so we're gonna take our chocolate and butter mixture. And then we're gonna open this up. And we're just gonna set this just above it. Now we're gonna click on. And we're just gonna let that heat up. Okay, so another tip for these induction stoves is this is not hot, this is. So don't burn yourself. Okay, so I've been mixing my ingredients for a while. And this is what it's gonna start to look like after you mix. But you just gotta wait for that butter to melt, because then you can actually mix everything together. Okay, so once your ingredients are all mixed up and well combined, you're gonna take this off the water. I'm just putting it on a cooling rack. You can put it on a towel rack, whatever you have. And then you're gonna let this cool for 5 to 10 minutes, and then we'll get to the next step. Okay, so my mixture is cooled and ready. That is done. So now you're gonna crack your eggs into the mixture. I'm gonna try a one-handed egg crack. I've never done this before, but I just wanna try it. Oh, it worked. Okay, so I cracked my eggs. Now we're just gonna put one at a time. So try to get one yolk in at a time. And then you're just gonna break up your yolk because no one wants raw eggs in anything really. So you're just gonna mix it until it's well combined. Okay, now you're gonna do that to the other egg. Okay, so your batter should look something like that right now. So we're gonna set that aside for a little bit, and then we're gonna start our flour and baking soda. Okay, so I got a new mixing bowl. This is a smaller one because we're only doing a couple things. Then I got a smaller whisk. So we're gonna put in our flour, all-purpose flour, the baking powder. I'm adding some vanilla for flavor. So you can add that. And this is optional, but I'm just adding some chocolate chips. You don't have to, but I just want to. Then you're just gonna whisk it all together. Okay, so you just have to quickly mix it together, so it shouldn't take that long. Okay, so now what you're gonna do, this one is, okay, so you're gonna take this mixture and put it into this. Try not to make a mess. Set that aside. Just mix it all till it's all combined. Okay, so right now here I have my brownie mixture, yeah. I have a square pan lined with some parchment paper, and then I have greased it, but I'm just gonna give it one more grease so to make sure that it doesn't stick. When you grease it, don't say, oh, I put too little or I put too much, because if you put too little, then like in this case my brownies, they will stick and then it won't be a whole brownie. Okay, so we got that ready. I'm using a ice cream scoop for my peanut butter. I have a knife, like a butter knife, and this is also optional, but I just want to use peanut butter because I love peanut butter and chocolate. They are a great combination. So I'm going to be using some of this. Okay, so first I'm just going to scoop our batter into the pan. Another thing you want to remember is, say you're doubling this recipe and you're making it all in one pan. You really shouldn't, because it's gonna rise in the oven, and the higher you fill it, the more raw it's gonna become in the middle. And a lot of desserts have egg in it, and you can't really eat raw egg. So you just want to make sure you don't fill it too much. Okay, so I smoothed out my brownie mixture, and then I'm gonna take my peanut butter. Again, totally optional, you don't have to do this, but I just want to. So you're gonna open it. I'm using an ice cream scoop. You can use like a spoon or whatever. Just gonna take some. I'm just gonna use like a few scoops. I'm just gonna use 3. And then I'm gonna take a knife. I'm just gonna try to swirl this a little so it's all even. So mine just turned out like that. So you're gonna put this into your preheated oven for about 20 to 25 minutes, or until you can put in a toothpick or a knife and it comes out clean. So I'm gonna put this in. Okay, so I just took my brownies out of the oven. I haven't cut them yet, and for this part I like to call my brother Saurav. Saurav has been helping me edit all these videos and help me create this channel. And if you saw flames coming out of the oven in my last video, it was all him. So without further ado, here's my brother Saurav.
Hi.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We are all having a lot of fun at home. You need to stay home, stay safe, and most of all, have fun.